If someone maintains intense eye contact while lying to you, they're not being honest, they're overcompensating. Most people think liars avoid eye contact, but skilled manipulators do the opposite. They stare you down to seem trustworthy. Here are 8 body language signs that someone is secretly manipulating you, and number 6 will completely change how you read people. Body language reveals what words hide. While someone's mouth might say one thing, their body tells the truth. Manipulators know this, so they try to control their body language. But there are subtle signs they can't fake. Learn these 8 signals and you'll spot manipulation before it's too late. Let's break down exactly what to watch for. Sign number 1 is forced eye contact. We've all heard that liars don't look you in the eye, but experienced manipulators know this too, so they overcorrect. When someone is lying or manipulating you, they'll often stare directly into your eyes without breaking gaze. It feels intense, almost uncomfortable. They're trying too hard to appear honest. Here's the difference. Natural eye contact breaks occasionally. People look away when they're thinking or remembering something. But manipulators lock eyes with you like they're in a staring contest. They're performing honesty instead of being honest. Pay attention to how it feels. Does their eye contact seem aggressive or unnatural? Do they rarely blink? Are they holding eye contact longer than normal conversation requires? That's a red flag. The psychology behind this is simple. They know you expect liars to look away, so they do the opposite. But sustained, unblinking eye contact without natural breaks is just as suspicious as avoiding eye contact completely. How to spot it? Notice if someone's eye contact feels forced or makes you uncomfortable. Trust that feeling. Natural conversation has a rhythm: eye contact, look away, eye contact again. Manipulators break that rhythm by staring too intensely. Sign number 2 is the fake smile. Not all smiles are created equal. A genuine smile involves the entire face, especially the eyes. A fake smile only involves the mouth. When someone is manipulating you, they'll often smile to seem friendly and trustworthy, but their eyes remain cold. This is called a pan-am smile, or social smile, named after flight attendants who had to smile at passengers all day whether they felt like it or not. Here's how to tell the difference. A real smile creates wrinkles around the eyes. The corners of the eyes crinkle up. The whole face lights up. A fake smile is just lips pulling back, showing teeth, while the eyes stay flat and emotionless. Manipulators use fake smiles to disarm you. They want you to think they're warm and friendly when really they're calculating their next move. Politicians, salespeople, and toxic people all master this technique. Watch for the disconnect. Are they smiling but their eyes look dead? Are they smiling at inappropriate times, like when discussing something serious? That's manipulation in action. The psychology: genuine emotions are hard to fake completely. The face has over 40 muscles and only some are under conscious control. A real smile happens automatically. A fake smile requires effort, and that effort shows. How to spot it? Look at the eyes. If the eyes aren't smiling, the person isn't genuinely happy or friendly. They're performing an emotion they don't feel. Sign number 3 is blocking gestures. When people feel defensive or dishonest, their body instinctively creates barriers between themselves and you. This can look like crossed arms, holding objects in front of their chest, or even putting a bag or phone between you and them. They're subconsciously protecting themselves or hiding something. Now, crossed arms alone doesn't always mean deception. Someone might just be cold or comfortable that way. But watch for sudden changes. If someone's arms are relaxed and open, then you ask a difficult question and they immediately cross their arms. That's significant. Other blocking gestures include touching their neck, covering their mouth while talking, or rubbing their arms. All of these signal discomfort and potential dishonesty. Manipulators do this when they're lying but haven't fully prepared their story. Their conscious mind is focused on what to say, but their subconscious body language reveals the truth. They don't believe what they're telling you. Here's a specific example. You confront someone about something they did. If they're innocent, they usually lean forward, engage with you, and want to clarify. If they're guilty, they lean back, create distance, and put barriers between you. The psychology: our bodies react to stress before our conscious mind catches up. Lying creates cognitive stress. The body responds by trying to protect itself or hide. How to spot it? Watch for sudden shifts in posture when you ask pointed questions. Notice if someone places objects between you mid-conversation. These are unconscious admissions of guilt or discomfort. Sign number 4 is excessive face touching, especially around the mouth and nose. When people lie, blood flow increases to the face, making it feel warm and itchy. They touch it without realizing. This is why you'll see someone cover their mouth while lying, rub their nose, or scratch their cheek. They're responding to a physical sensation caused by the stress of deception. Liars also touch their face because on some level they want to cover their mouth to stop the lie from coming out. It's a subconscious signal that they don't trust what they're saying. Watch specifically for nose touching. Studies show liars touch their nose significantly more than truth tellers. It's one of the most reliable body language tells. But here's the important part. Look for clusters of behavior. One nose touch means nothing. Someone might just have an itchy nose. But if they touch their nose, avoid eye contact, cross their arms, and shift their weight all at once, that's a strong indicator of deception. Manipulators try to control this, but it's difficult. The face-touching urge is powerful when lying. Even trained liars slip up occasionally. The psychology. Lying triggers the sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight response. This increases blood flow and creates physical sensations. Face touching is an attempt to self-soothe and manage that discomfort. How to spot it? Count how many times someone touches their face during a conversation. If it spikes when discussing certain topics, they're likely uncomfortable with the truth about those topics. Sign number 5 is gestures that don't match the words. When someone is telling the truth, their body language naturally aligns with what they're saying. When they're lying, there's a disconnect. For example, someone says yes but shakes their head no. Or they say, "I'm so happy for you," but their body language is closed off and tense. Or they say, "I didn't do it," while nodding their head yes. This happens because the conscious mind controls speech, but the subconscious controls most body language. When you're lying, these two systems conflict. Your words say one thing, your body says another. Skilled manipulators try to control their gestures, but it's exhausting. Usually, the truth leaks through in small movements. A micro-expression, a hand gesture that contradicts their statement, or a posture shift that reveals discomfort. Here's a specific tell. Watch their hands when they make strong statements. If someone says, "I absolutely did not do that," but their hands are fidgeting, hiding, or making weak gestures, they're not confident in what they're saying. Strong, truthful statements come with strong, congruent gestures. The psychology. Your brain struggles to maintain multiple lies simultaneously. You can focus on controlling your words or your body language, but rarely both perfectly. That's why inconsistencies appear. How to spot it? Listen to what they say while watching what their body does. If there's a mismatch, especially a head shake/nod that contradicts their words, they're likely being dishonest. Sign number 6 is physical and verbal distancing. When people lie or manipulate, they often try to distance themselves from the lie, both with their words and their body. Verbally, this sounds like, "that woman," instead of using someone's name. "The vehicle," instead of "my car." "Mistakes were made," instead of "I made a mistake." They're creating psychological distance from what they're saying. Physically, they'll lean away from you, take a step back, or angle their body toward the exit. It's like their body is trying to escape the lie even while they're telling it. Truthful people lean in. They engage. They want to be understood. Liars create distance because on some level they want to escape the conversation. Watch for this especially during confrontations. If you ask someone directly about something and they physically back up while answering, their body is betraying them. They don't want to be having this conversation because they know they're lying. Another version of this, touching or adjusting objects between you. They might fiddle with a pen, adjust papers, or straighten something on a desk. They're creating busy work to avoid full engagement with you. The psychology. Lies create cognitive dissonance, the discomfort of saying something you know isn't true. The body responds by trying to create literal distance from the situation, causing that discomfort. How to spot it? Notice if someone backs away or creates physical distance when answering certain questions. Notice if they suddenly start fiddling with objects. Their body is trying to escape what their mouth is saying. Sign number 7 is a suddenly rigid or frozen body. When caught off guard by an accusation or difficult question, manipulators often freeze like a deer in headlights. Natural human movement is fluid. We shift weight, adjust position, use our hands while talking. But when someone is lying and unprepared, they sometimes go completely still. This happens because their brain is working overtime to construct a believable lie. All their mental resources go toward inventing a story, so their body essentially shuts down. They stop moving naturally. You might also see the opposite, excessive nervous movement. But both extremes are red flags. Natural conversation has a steady rhythm of moderate movement and stillness. Liars go too far in one direction. Pay attention to changes in baseline behavior. If someone is normally animated and suddenly goes rigid when you ask about a specific topic, that topic is making them uncomfortable. If someone is normally calm and suddenly can't stop fidgeting, same thing. The freeze response is particularly telling during accusations. An innocent person usually reacts immediately, They lean forward, they defend themselves, they show emotion. A guilty person often freezes first, calculating their response. The psychology. The freeze response is one of the three primary stress responses: fight, flight, or freeze. When caught in a lie, many people instinctively freeze while their brain works out what to do next. How to spot it. Watch for sudden changes in movement. Notice if someone who was relaxed suddenly goes stiff, or if someone who is still suddenly becomes restless. Changes in baseline behavior reveal stress and potential deception. Sign number 8 is overacting emotions. When manipulators fake feelings, they often go too big, too theatrical. Real emotions are subtle. Fake emotions are performances. For example, someone claims they're devastated but their grief looks exaggerated and forced. Or they say they're angry but their anger feels rehearsed. Or they act surprised but the surprise is too dramatic to be genuine. Real emotions happen spontaneously and fade naturally. Fake emotions are performed, held too long, and feel like they're being demonstrated for your benefit. Manipulators do this because they think bigger emotions are more convincing. But the opposite is true. Authentic feelings don't need to be proven. Fake feelings are overcompensated. Watch for timing issues too. Real emotions hit immediately and are hard to control. Fake emotions often have a slight delay. The person has to consciously produce the emotion rather than naturally feeling it. Another tell. Real emotions show micro-expressions across the whole face before the person can control them. Fake emotions start with controlled expressions that look practiced. Here's an example. You tell someone bad news. A genuine reaction shows immediately. Shock, sadness, concern flash across their face before they even speak. A manipulator might pause, then produce a sad face that looks like they're remembering how sad people look rather than actually feeling sad. The psychology. Emotions are complex and involve multiple facial muscles, many of which are involuntary. You can fake a basic emotion, but you can't fake all the subtle micro-movements that come with genuine feeling. How to spot it. Notice if emotional displays feel like performances. Notice if there's a delay between the news and the reaction. Notice if the emotion looks theatrical rather than genuine. Trust your gut. You instinctively know when emotions feel fake. These 8 body language signs reveal manipulation. Forced eye contact, fake smiling, blocking gestures, face touching, inconsistent gestures, distancing, freezing up, and overacting emotions. Here's the key. Don't judge based on one sign alone. Look for clusters. If someone shows 3 or 4 of these signals at once, especially when discussing specific topics, they're likely being dishonest. Your gut feeling is usually right. If something feels off about someone's body language, it probably is. Trust your instincts and pay attention to the signals their body sends. The best defense against manipulation is awareness. Now that you know what to look for, manipulators will have a much harder time fooling you. Stay observant. Read the room. And never ignore what someone's body is telling you. It's usually more honest than their words.